Welcome to the video lecture series on Python programming. This video is about strings and operators, strings concatenation, type conversion, and input inbuilt function I'm going to discuss here in the video. If I talk about the strings, a string is basically a collection of characters like Python. Python is carrying 6 characters. Harsh carrying 5 characters. So this is a collection of characters and known as string. In strings, we can also use some operators. So let's have a look to this. This lecture is about the strings. And when I am talking about the concatenation, this Harsh string, and I am using here B, which is a vector, and here I am using A plus B. Now in this case, what will be the output? As we know, this plus is a arithmetic operator, but how it can be used with a string? When we are using this plus operator with a string, it will always return a concatenation of two strings like this. In this case, whatever it is mentioned in the variables which store a string, just plus symbol represents the concatenation. It will not provide any extra white space. If you want white space, then you have to write it as a part of a string. Like if I want to add a space here, then this is required, and now I'm writing here int c, and now you will see the white space between both the strings. So this concatenation is not providing an extra white space. Similarly, if I am going to use an integer with this, what will be the answer? In this case, the one value is string and another value is an integer. Is it possible to add a string with integer? The answer is no. In this case, both the strings are required. So we can do one thing. We can make a as an integer, or we can make b as a string. In this case, I am applying here single quotes. When I am applying single quotes with anything, it will be treated as a string, and now you will see the output. So here the output is Harsh 5. In this case, 5 integer is treated as the string. Similarly, we can do one task. We can perform multiplication here. So just use this. What do you think? The output will come here when we are doing a multiplication operation, because never we have seen the multiplication with a string. But in Python, you will see the repetition of the string here. When we are passing the star, the multiplication operation, then this operator multiplies the value of a string. So whatever you have passed, you will see the multiplication of that particular word. Apart from these two, none of the operator work with a string. Now there is a question for you, that what will be the output of this z? Means when we are talking about x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3, so what will be the output? It's 5 or 23. Here I am using the single quotes with the values. It means x and y both are string types. So this is your task to perform this operation and get the value of z. Now, what is the requirement of type conversion? Might be some of the times we have seen by mistake we are using a single quote, or we forgot to use the single quote. In this case, what is the solution? When we talk about this value, x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. Now, what will be the output of z? We have seen the case in the Jupyter notebook on the right side that this will give you an error. So what is the solution for this? How we can remove this error? So the answer is, we can do one task. as we have this part and we are using like this 5, and I want to use the same plus symbol, and it will give an error because one is a string and another is a integer part. So what is the solution? The solution is a typecasting. Here I am using b as integer, so just write here str, and now please focus on this line. Here I am using this str. Str means whatever is there inside b is now converted to the string, and a is already a string. So string plus string will give you the answer as a concatenation. I hope the thing is clear to all. Take another example to understand the concept. Let's say x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. And now we are using z is equal to x plus y and print z. Now in this case, again the same problem. Here the x is carrying the integer and y is carrying a string. So how we can change this string to integer? Just write int, and now the typecasting is done. So whatever inside the y is now converted to the integer. Now x is integer, y is integer. That's good. And now we will see the output is 5. So this is a simple type conversion which we can use while solving the problems, writing the code, doing the programming. So next is the input function. When we talk about the input function, what is the meaning of this? Input function is basically when we want something from the user. So Python provides an input function to take the input from the user. This is an inbuilt function and by default returns the string type. Let's say we are talking about a and I need an input from the user. So how this value will come? And I want say print hello a. In this case, I want this value a from the user, and might be a is a name. So in this case, if I am using an input method, it will give the value from the user. Like, and in the input, I have to provide my name, and yes, hello Harsh. Here I have not prompt any message. If you want to write something, then you can write easily here, like enter your name. Let's see, it will show you a message, enter your name. Okay, that's great, and hello Harsh. So here this input method is work as the printf function and then the scanf function in C. With printf function we are going to print something, and then we are using the scanf function to scan things. So here we can do both the things together, like this internal line works as a printf function and this input works as a scanf function. Let's do some more thing with this. Input, enter a number, and say I want a multiply a. Okay, let's see what will be the output. Here I am using a number 5. Oh, it's an error because the multiplication of number is possible, but the multiplication of string with string is not possible. Here that comes the rule that by default this input function gives you a string. Oh my god, I forgot to use the typecasting. Here up to this point use. Okay, that seems better. And now 5. Yes, the answer is 25. So this is the beauty about the Python, that you can easily do the typecasting. If you want to play with this, then you can also do a simple trick here. Like with this you are saying hint. Okay, tell me what will be the output of this. Here I am using this trick with the Python that first I need a number and then I want to multiply it by itself. So here the output is 5555. 5. Why so? Because my first thing is not type converted. It is by default a string and this is a number. So this was the same example we have seen in the previous slide, that this string is repeated 5 times. So this is about the use of input function. I hope you will also do some exercises like this to play with Python. Thank you for watching the video. In next video, we will discuss about the conditions and loops.